Hang him up, buddy. Hang him up. You just lost to Natty.
Notre Dame, win it for the Gipper.
What is going on? You Don't Know Ball Nation. Welcome back to the pod. Sorry that we missed last week's episode. You know, we had a lot going on. All of us were busy, and mainly me. I was celebrating our Notre Dame's win to go to the Natty. So, been a long week. Glad to be back. We are back for this new episode. Ready to
Boom!
ready to bring the boom. Got the soundboard working. We are
that's what it says.
Back in the old studio, aka my apartment. But finally got Witters back on the show.
Yeah, what up? I've been MIA.
Took time out of his secondary job to work on his first job for once. Oh man, lots gone on since we last had been on the show. Notre Dame's going to the Natty. Detroit Lions got a playoff first round bye, and they'll be playing the Commanders next week after what happened in this past week's NFL games. What else has happened? We had Ohio State beat Texas. There'll be Notre Dame, Texas, and then Notre Dame, Ohio State in the national championship. Lou Holtz, Ryan Day, undercard in the national championship parking lot. Then we'll have NIU and Michigan play in the main game of the week, the main card. So it should be interesting to see who comes out on top of that one. But a lot to talk about. So so let's get into it. Do you guys want to start with the Weddle, or do you guys want to start with just talking about ball? Go quick.
Yeah, let's kick us off with a Weddle real quick.
Yeah, let's do some Weddle.
Might as well do a Weddle while the original trio is here together for once. All right, here we go. Who do you guys want to start with?
Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams, huh? Notre Dame guy.
Little Notre Dame guy for you.
There we go. I love it. Love to see it. From the NFC West, he's around the NFC West. He's 24 years old. So
let's do.
What's a receiver?
Debo.
Is he in the NFC East?
Mm-hmm.
No, Debo's in the NFC
West? NFC West?
No, we need the NFC East.
Oh.
A.J. Brown.
No, it could be.
That's East. For sure. No, he's old. He's too old.
Well,
yeah.
Not a receiver either.
Devonta Smith,
maybe. No.
Devonta Smith
doesn't play for the Eagles. Let's think here. So we have Malik Neighbors, he's young. We have Terry McLaurin, he's old. We have and he's a receiver.
Let's do Ronnie Bell.
Or a tight end.
Oh, you already did a wide receiver.
It's either a tight end or quarterback.
QB, Jaden Daniels. Run it.
Yeah.
He's a pretty
what number is Jaden?
Rookie, right? Oh,
he's pretty old, dude.
So it's on the Giants or it's on the Cowboys? Is it Drew Lock?
He's not 24.
Could be, right?
Yeah, Locke could be 24. What number is Locke, though? 11?
Locke has been in the league forever. Yeah.
So it's a backup quarterback. He plays on. Oh, it's Cooper Rush. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Cooper Rush not that young.
Try Trey Lance.
Trey Lance?
Yeah. Trey Lance.
Yep. Trey Lance. Wow.
Whoa! I didn't know he was that old. I mean, that young.
I didn't know he was that old either. Crazy. But got that one, though. extends our streak to 34 episodes in a row.
Yes, sir.
But
Can we get a big booms for that one?
Oh yeah, let's get a little. We bring the boom for this.
Let's do 34 booms. Boom, 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 boom.
Big booms.
No. Oh, that's what it says. All right, so let's talk a little ball here. What do you want to start with, NFL or NCAA or college football playoffs?
College football.
How about them Irish going to the Natty? Never thought I'd be alive to see a Notre Dame national championship, but I've been blessed to see this one. So
Yeah, but then Drew Aller came along, handed y'all that game real quick.
Yeah.
We were alive for the BCS national championship when Manti Te'o was playing, but we weren't really paying attention.
I don't count that. That's like a scrimmage against like
we were.
Manti Te'o wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, we were paying as much attention to Manti Te'o as much as Manti Te'o was paying attention to his actual girlfriend, which he didn't really have one.
his catfish girlfriend. Dude, Manti even went on a Good Morning Football show and talked about that national championship, about how they lost before the game even started. In the tunnels, they were watching Alabama walk out, and he went, "They were just so much bigger than us, looked more athletic." It was, we knew we lost right there. I'm like, how do you lose so much confidence? You're undefeated against in the national championship. So hopefully we don't have that same thing happen again, because I know we're playing Notre Dame's playing a pretty tough team in the Ohio State Buckeyes. I personally think it's going to be a good game. I've seen a lot of takes that it's going to be a 3-touchdown game, or it's going to be a close game. So I'm going to ask you boys what you think it's going to be, and then we'll go in a little bit more depth into it. So we'll start with Witter, since he's actually back here for a show. So
Hey, sorry, I was actually on time to the show today, my friend. No, dude, honestly, that's hard, dude. Ohio State's rolling really hard right now. Like, they just been steamrolling ever since they lost to Michigan. So I really wouldn't be surprised if they go out there and steamroll Notre Dame. But then I'm like, Notre Dame has the potential to make it a close game. But either way, I think Ohio State's going to win that game.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree that Ohio State's been absolutely rolling in the playoffs. They dismantled a good Tennessee team. They dismantled an undefeated Oregon team. Mm-hmm. And they beat a really good Texas team that played them for three and I'm going to say almost full 4 quarters there, until like that 1-yard goal line stand Ohio State had.
Yeah.
But Alex, what do you think?
I think Notre Dame really has a chance in this game, especially that they've shown their resilience throughout the season since NIU, especially in the Penn State game. They were down at halftime, but they just kept on crawling back and clawing, and the Jeremiah Love run that he had for the tie the game or take the lead, I can't remember, was really the definition of what their playoff run has been like for the last few weeks. But I really think that Notre Dame has a chance in this game. And for Ohio State, yeah, they've been rolling, but then again, they just played the best defense they've seen in weeks, because Tennessee really didn't have that great of a defense. Oregon had no defense, and now they finally played Texas, and they beat Texas, but Texas beat themselves. They're letting the screen pass going up for a touchdown at the end of the half. Quinn Ewers fumbling, and that would be a touchdown. And they were on the 1-yard line on that drive, and they could have tied it to go to overtime. Just a bunch of miscues from Texas, turning it over on the first drive of the game. Like, you can't give them from the 50-yard line to the end zone, because they're going to score. That you got at least.
Right.
I know you want to make a stand and make a statement for if you're Texas, but you don't want to give them any closer yardage to their end zone as at all, because they'll just find one of their
Especially with the Ohio State team that's starting out so fast like that. Like I think every single playoff game they've had, their first drive has ended up in a touchdown. and it doesn't matter like what side of the field they're on. Every time they've put at least 6 points on the board. But I agree with everything you said, Alex. I mean, for me, Notre Dame needs to be able to guard Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate and Emeka Ibuka, and I think we have the secondary to do it. I mean, Texas has a really good secondary too, and they held Jeremiah Smith to 4 yards and 3 receptions, and Carnell Tate went for 6 receptions for 100 yards or something like that. Like that's a wide receiver 3, and he's still putting up good numbers for Ohio State. But for Notre Dame, I think they need to get them. I think they need to not change who they are. I think they play man better than any team in the country. I mean, even with Benjamin Morrison being out since the Stanford game, it's been that next man up mentality. Like with Leonard Moore, he steps in, he becomes a freshman All-American. We have Xavier Watts and Don Schuler in the back end at our safeties, and then we have Jordan Clark, who's been stepping up, the Arizona State transfer, who's been stepping up all playoff long, and the entire season he's been nothing but great. And I really think that this Notre Dame secondary gives Ohio State some troubles during the duration of the game. I think Will Howard is prone to make a mistake here and there, and I mean we saw it in the Texas game too, because he threw a pick to a linebacker when he was trying to fit the ball into his tight end and three men around him. But I also think just because they stopped the passing game doesn't mean that Ohio State has a elite running game, because they have Travion Henderson and Quinson Judkins, who are 2 of the best backs in the entire country, right behind Notre Dame's Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. But
and obviously Donovan Edwards and Khalil Mullings.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking at that Penn State game, like Penn State was gashing us in that first half, like in the run game, like we were giving at least 4 or 5 yards of carry to Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. I mean, we have to hold them to less than 2 yards of carry, like Michigan did in the Michigan Ohio State game. If we could pull them into that, what Michigan did, and really shut down everything they do and make Will Howard make his mistakes, which I think Notre Dame can and is fully able to do so. And I completely trust Al Golden's defense to do that in the national championship. But it's going to be a great game no matter what. Two of the best teams in the country. Both didn't play a conference title game. Both had really one bad loss to a team they shouldn't have lost to, one being NIU and one being Michigan. And it's for all the marbles. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. A Notre Dame team that's top 5 in both offensive scoring and defensive scoring, and an Ohio State team that's also top 5 in both those categories. So
yeah, and I have one more thing to say about the matchup. We all know at the beginning of the season that Ohio State spent $20 million on their roster to really look and act like the part that the 2023 Michigan team did last year and win a national championship. Run game, having a quarterback can run at when he needs to, and having good enough receivers, which they have way better receivers, but they try their best. But the one team that I really think that they could, if that Michigan team was playing this year, that really could run the table against Michigan, would be Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame definitely, they have the receivers that can make big plays when they want to. They have a run game. They have an offensive line that's experienced, and their run game has just been dominant all season. And then they have a quarterback that can throw and make smart decisions with his feet at any time, like J.J. McCarthy. So, I mean,
Notre Dame's been playing Notre Dame has a similar playing style like Michigan does. They get the ball, they get a lead, and then they try to drain out the clock before
boa constrictor.
Like Ohio State, they just suffocate them the rest of the game. Like Michigan won a game that was 13-10, and Ohio State did nothing the entire
I know all those Ohio State fans are going to give me so much smoke coming for that comment, but I don't even care. It's true. Literally, Notre Dame has looked like the 2023 Michigan team all season, and Ohio State's been acting like the little kid play, like they're trying to even like the Broadway play. So,
but this playoffs they've been electric. Ohio State, I'll give them credit. Ohio State came
well,
out
because they're not
and
acting like
everybody was
Michigan
doubting
now.
them. Yeah, because now they're acting like the Buckeyes, and they're actually playing.
They're acting like the Tide, one could say. Yeah.
Like the prime Nick Saban, Alabama.
Nick Saban Tide. Nick Saban Tide.
High Tide. High Tide.
To a tide.
But it should be an electric game. I'm really looking forward to a good national championship this year. We haven't had one since Clemson and Alabama played. I mean, and then Bama, Georgia too. So it'd be good to see.
I mean, if we count Alabama, Michigan last year as the national championship, which I do, that
Right.
was a really good game.
That was a really good game too. I mean, these playoffs have been electric. All like the whole playoff.
Man, I miss JJ McCarthy.
I miss our old line, dude.
I miss Michigan O line. I miss Michigan D line.
Corum.
I miss Mike Sammer still. I miss Jim Harbaugh.
Hey, shout out to Mikey boy. He gonna be playing Detroit.
He's gonna come back home. Wow. I mean, it's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be an amazing matchup. I can't wait for that.
Yep. It'll be great. But what, Alex?
Do you know which game were we talking about, Isaac?
Detroit Lions and Chargers, bro.
No,
The
Detroit
Chargers?
Lions, the Washington Commanders.
I don't know.
You're talking about the playoff game.
Oh yeah, I was kind of just hoping for the best.
You lagged out.
Yeah, I lagged out. Shout out Olivet's Wi-Fi. But Commanders and Lions. Man, I didn't. What were you guys saying about it?
I used to pray for times like these, man.
Pray for
Yeah,
times
bro.
like this.
We said that Mike Sammer still's coming back to Michigan. to
Oh,
play.
that's who you guys were talking. Okay. Now I get it. Yeah, homecoming game for him.
Yeah.
You think Michigan teammates will show and support him or no? Nah,
I would think so. Maybe Coach Jerome Moore would go.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe
Yeah, if he's
I
not
don't
in
know.
prison.
Yeah. I mean, Connor Stallions definitely will probably.
That investigation.
I bet we see he'll be there, and
Yeah.
maybe we see Anakin Skywalker, JJ McCarthy there. Holy cow, guys! Let's
I mean,
think. You want to talk about a quarterback? He is not in playing shape at all.
What happened to JJ?
Was he a
McCarthy?
big
Looks
boy
like
right now or
Anakin-
something?
No, he's like my
skinny.
weight.
Hold on. He looks like Anakin Skywalker right now too.
Is he skinny?
Like this picture, that's not JJ McCarthy anymore. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I'm looking for it right now. 1 second.
that's what a
But-
season-ending injury will do to you. It's all right. He still got.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I think that he just hasn't been able to do anything other than what he's doing for treatment. But
You can always go bench
Man.
press.
Yeah.
he's
Always
He
hits
lost
some
all
throws.
the weight he
TJ.
put on.
I don't think he's struggling, but I think he looks totally different than when he was at
Yeah, well,
preseason.
this year was really a bad year for him to get hurt the way Darnold went off.
Mm-hmm.
You
Then
know, it's
it
hard to say.
just gets choked in the playoffs. I mean,
Hard to say if he's going to have a chance at the starting job next year. If he's
Well,
back.
Sam Darnold kind of stunk the bed the last 2 games of the season, so I feel like JJ's lacing up his cleats right now, saying, "Let's go to work." In
Yep.
my opinion.
JJ needs to be lacing up his checkbook at a all-you-can-eat buffet, put on some weight.
No kidding.
Minnesota has some good places around there, JJ. You got to go find something, dude.
Look at this right here.
Come back to Michigan, JJ.
JJ
Dude.
McCarthy.
Dude. Why does he look like...
He's got
why
that
does
chopped
he
chin
like-
look.
He looks like a frat boy.
That's Anakin Skywalker, bro. I don't know you guys.
That
Dude,
is
he looks
Anakin
like
Skywalker.
when you go into school early,
He kind of looks like me, guys, right?
the kids in the library playing chess. That's what he looks like.
He's mewing right now on the sideline for Minnesota. They're down 33-9.
Guys, we all know why he looks like that. He's just trying to like match my hairstyle and just like.
When did his hair
totally-
get all brown? I thought he was blonde.
Well,
No, he's always
blonde
been
hair
blonde.
turns brown in the winter. Mine is darker than it was in the summer too.
Oh, we gotta. Yeah, That's actually true. I was gonna say Alex is a hair expert, but like, yeah, it's also true. But
No, that's not JJ McCarthy. That's not even him, dude.
That's not Michigan's national championship winning quarterback, is it?
I don't see his ring.
No, that definitely is.
I don't see his ring.
I have it. I actually bought it off the black market.
Let's talk about the playoff games that have happened so far this season. We had the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Whoop the Packers.
Whoop them. They had the Buccaneers and Commanders play.
That was a good game.
Great game.
We had, who else? The Ravens and Steelers. Ravens absolutely dismantled Russell Wilson and the Steelers, and George Pickens was throwing a fit after the game. We saw
Rams and Vikings.
Rams and Vikings is another good one. What other AFC teams played this week? Oh, Bills and Broncos.
Bills dismantled the Broncos.
Dismantled Bo Nix's Broncos. And,
hate to see it, dude. Bo Nix was doing so good.
He was doing pretty good.
I was enjoying it on. Mid-season, just boom.
It was insane.
He was like, all right, I understand it now.
And there was one more, right? There's one more game, right? Who was it? There's one more AFC game, right? I don't remember.
You got the Steelers. You got the Bills.
Steelers, Ravens, Bills, Broncos.
Oh, Texans and Chargers. And Texans and Chargers. Yeah. CJ Stroud finally beat Jim Harbaugh. Wow.
Yeah. And Jay Herbo unlearned how to play football.
Looked like Jared Goff, but
he threw 4 picks.
I mean, I can't believe that.
When Jared Goff plays against the Texans, when Jared Goff played against the Texans, he might have thrown 5 picks, but at least they won the game. The Chargers didn't recover. They just laid down and died.
Yeah, they did.
That did not look like a Jim Harbaugh fighting team.
No.
For that playoff game.
I mean, it really looked like a postseason Jim Harbaugh team before the last final seasons of Jim Harbaugh at Michigan. I mean,
correct.
If you want to just look at how bad Michigan's played in bowl games when he was there, I'm pretty sure it was either 500 record or it was
worse,
a losing record.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to give credit to Harbaugh though, because he took a 5-win Chargers team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, Harbaugh did good.
That's pretty
Dude's an influential coach.
It's a good first year. I mean, that's what he does. He makes bad teams good again.
That's all you can ask for.
He's a rebuilder. Give him that.
He's a player's
Bob
coach.
The Builder.
He's Bob the Builder. Jim Harbaugh the Builder.
Give him 2 more years and he's going to be getting investigated for something in the NFL after.
Oh my God, bro.
Just like every other coach in the NFL. Just except Dan Campbell. We talk about. There's not much to talk about with the Bills and Broncos. I mean, Josh Allen just absolutely showed why he should be the MVP this year, other than Jared Goff.
Other than JG.
Yep, I was about to say that, but
whichever JG Allen, you want, I'd give it to Gibbs tomorrow.
That's Sonic.
Yeah,
that's Sonic the Hedgehog.
He went. What's the
Super
Sonic when he turns gold? Gold? Chia Sonic?
No, it's not Chia Sonic.
Chia. He went Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
It's like the emerald. It's like the emerald, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it's called.
Either way, he'd whoop the shit out of Dr. Egghead.
The Minnesota Vikings. But,
oh man.
But then we saw the Ravens absolutely handle the Russell Wilson Steelers. I mean, I think we all saw that coming. Mike Tomlin wins his 10 games and then completely forgets how to coach.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin doesn't know how to play in the playoffs.
Nope. He hasn't known how to play in the playoffs since James Harrison won the Super Bowl for him that last season.
Unfortunately.
And then we saw,
you know what we really need to do? We need to review our season schedule of what we thought the Lions would go, because I think we were pretty close to what we thought they were going to do.
We said 13-4.
Yeah.
They lose to we had them losing to the Texans, the Bills, at least one time to the Vikings, I think, and maybe a time to the Packers.
No, we had them sweeping the Vikings.
Did we?
We'll do that next episode. That'll be a next episode thing.
We'll do a lot of episodes, like going off our first episodes. We'll talk about what our combined record for our college football fantasy draft teams were. We'll do our Lions recap video, and then
our pick'ems review.
Our pick'ems. That's gonna be a lot. I can't really do that.
Yeah, I'll do it. I have time. I have some time to do it. I can.
All right, you want to do
I'll
it,
look into it.
You'll do the research. We'll do that episode in 3 weeks.
Yeah, we are 50 and 400.
550.
I think it would be fun if we go through each individual's record, like who had the best record out of 3 of us, and then Grayson has an 0-4 record.
Well, Grayson's gonna be on the show next week, but he's been on and off with his picks. But looking into another game, we had the Vikings and Rams last night. I mean, that was just a terrible game from Sam Darnold. Like we saw, he looked like prime Jets quarterback out there. I mean, and then Matt Stafford has a 4-1 record in the playoffs right now as a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
the Rams are a team I would not want to see in the playoffs. If I'm being honest.
No, I mean, I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I mean, I hope the Eagles beat the Rams. I don't want to see them at all. I mean,
no, yeah, hopefully the Rams. I don't know. The Rams-Eagles game. We saw a season preview of that a couple weeks ago when the Rams just let up 200-something yards rushing to Saquon Barkley in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could not stop the run, but should be a good game.
So if the Lions win this week, they're in the NFC Championship game, or they have another round.
No, we have another round. Wait, would we?
No, I think they're in.
I think they would be in the NFC Championship.
They'd be in, yeah.
Because we last year we had to watch the Lions the first round, the second round, and then the NFC Championship game.
And then fall apart in the third round.
Yeah.
Yep. So this year, this new Lions team. So we'll see them in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Oh, maybe less than 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks, but same thing.
Yep.
And then, like Eagles are looking good too. Now that Jalen Hurts is back, Saquon Barkley is on fire. He also had an MVP season. Almost broke the single season rushing record this year, but he decided to sit that last game with a chance to go. Selfless act. Really good. His health. He's a great player. I enjoy watching Saquon play football. He's an electric player.
And props to the O-line, dude. Eagles O-line is playing amazing.
They are.
Yeah, there's some people saying Lane Johnson's better than Penei Sewell.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Penei Sewell has a reception.
Yeah, touchdown.
And Penei Sewell could run routes. and
he could throw.
Guy to throw a touchdown pass if he would have let go of the ball against the Bears. But hey, Penei Sewell is the most dynamic tackle in the league, and you can't change my mind.
I don't know, dude. Skipper's pretty good too.
Skipper, yeah. Oh yeah, he's pretty electric with the ball in his hands. He's got a receiving touchdown this year. I give that to Dan Skipper. Put
that boy in a skill position.
I give Dan Skipper the MVP if it was my decision.
He's like Taysom Hill.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Really good round of NFL playoffs. Great college football playoff season this year. I'm really happy with our football content. And just because the football season's over doesn't mean that You Don't Know a Ball podcast is going anywhere. We'll be here to talk about basketball at some point. We'll probably have
talk about next season.
We might have a special guest named Caleb Mazer come on the show. We'll see. He's been trying to get
on the show. Guy?
Yeah, that guy. He's been trying to get on the show for months now. So
over the line guy.
We still got to give him his interview, his tryout.
We still got to give him his interview. We also have a scheduled joint show with Michigan Podcasts at sometime this next month or two. It should be so. We got a lot of content lined up for everybody. So don't worry, we aren't going anywhere. Guess what? Link to the You Don't Know Ball shop will be out before Black Friday this year. So keep on looking out for that.
Yes.
Thank God.
Thank God.
The fans are at my neck, dude. I mean, they've just been everywhere I walk these days. I can't even go away from where's the link? Where's the link? Then I'm getting pushed in the snow or pushed into the street. It's terrible.
Pushed in the urinal.
Yeah. Get a whirly.
Can't even go on Twitter anymore without the fans knocking me on there.
We have what else is there? We have Valentine's Day coming up, right? If you want a special gift for your special loved ones, you can get You Don't Know Ball Valentine's shirt edition. We can probably work that out.
Just tell them it's an IOU until Black Friday of this year.
You don't know Valentine.
Yeah.
You don't know my Valentine.
You don't know where the hell your shirt's at.
No, it'll be fun. What else you guys want to talk about? We'll talk about one more thing before we go into our pick'ems. And then
I don't know. I'm excited for our
Detroit Red Wings
schedule.
Just ended a 7-game heater, so
oh man,
watch out.
Aren't Detroit sports are starting to take off here, right? Because the Pistons are.
The Red Wings suck apparently.
Now. Red Wings just came.
They were sucking. Now they're good though. They got a new coach.
And now they're good. All right, good.
How many games did they win? Did they lose last night or?
They lost last night, but under the new coach, they're 7-2 right now.
Oh, so they're catching fire too. And then
they're heating up.
In the second round for playoffs. So Detroit sports are starting to look up right now.
And the Tigers, they had an awesome run.
Tigers had a great year. I mean, this whole state of Michigan is starting to.
We just re-signed Scooble too.
Hey.
Extended him.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what we like to see.
I mean, it's Michigan's the place you want to be for sports right now. Even if you're not even like a fan of any of the teams, it's just fun to go around and
it's electric sports state. Now if the Spartans could carry their weight a little bit.
Never.
And Michigan State basketball are tearing it up right now too.
Yeah, what about that? Isn't that crazy?
Hey, Michigan hockey is where to be at too, because Michigan State's number one, and Michigan State's number one in college hockey right now. Western's number 4. Michigan's number 10.
Don't even, Jack. I know what Isaac's going to say. It was not a good weekend for Michigan hockey.
Guess who Michigan hockey lost to last Friday? No, Saturday, right? Saturday? Guess who we lost to?
It was Saturday.
Go Irish, baby. 7-4. Absolutely just scored 3 goals in 32 seconds. Michigan was dead in the water after that. Had no response.
Michigan split the series against Notre Dame.
Got our first Big Ten win.
Oh, they split the series. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we got our first.
And all of Michigan's good players were playing World Juniors, so
they probably did rest them.
They were winning a gold medal, so that just means Notre Dame can beat a Michigan team without their best players. Congrats.
I don't know. Michigan hockey
can't even do it twice in a row.
College hockey that I feel like has been on the uprise lately because
it's electric. It's
when I was younger, I was really. I mean, January and February just sucked, and like no football, nothing. Like not even like all we had to watch is ESPN 30 for 30 is about Cam Newton every day. But now we have college hockey, and then pro hockey's finally good again. March starts the UFL. I mean, we are in a day and age where football is around the clock, around the entire year.
Calendar
Sports are electric.
Schedule.
Yes.
So never a down point, except like
you always got the random UFC event.
Yeah.
And then the UFC, like
always got the boxing match between Jake Paul and
80-year-olds
somewhere in there.
Mike Tyson. See his ass cheeks on Sports Center.
my favorite video is seeing Jake Paul react to that. He's like, "Yo, what the?"
Oh God, poor Mike, dude. I felt so bad for him when he was going into that fight. Terrible. But yeah, looking forward to a lot of things. Even though with the 2 major things coming to an end, there's always a lot of things coming up. And I think we might become a hockey podcast for a little bit.
And then when that UFL starts, it's Michigan Panthers over here.
Panthers, son.
But
we might need to go to a game, guys. I mean, might as well.
Where do they play at?
Detroit.
Do they play at Ford Field?
Yeah.
I thought they played at some high school, unless it was a big game.
And welcome back to Plainville High School, where we have the Michigan Panthers playing the Birmingham Stallions.
We're taking the Natty Light trailer out to a Michigan Panthers game or a Notre Dame.
Yeah, hey, viewers, if you know anyone who can grease up the Natty Light trailer for us, just do a little light upkeep on it. Let us know.
Yeah, we still have 500 You Don't Know Ball shirts just stuck in there. So.
Yeah, it's all
room for the beer.
The door hinges are all rusted to hell, so we need to grease it up.
Do us a favor and help a brother out here. But all right, let's get into pick'ems, and then we'll wrap the episode up, and then we'll see you guys next week after this. After this, we'll start working in some NCAA men's games into here.
Yeah, we're gonna March Madness coming up soon too.
Yep.
Didn't even mention that.
I can't even believe it's mid-season for basketball, for college basketball.
We'll do the games for Saturday because that's usually what game day is for college basketball. We'll do 5 games out of here. So Alabama, Kentucky. Alabama ranked number 4. Kentucky ranked number 8.
This for basketball?
Yep.
Roll Tide.
Never really known Bama as a basketball school, but give me Bama.
Yeah, they're kind of on fire these last couple of years. So give me the High Tide, Roll Tide, Alabama, Crimson Tide. Houston, UCF. Houston's ranked number 10. Yeah. Houston.
I got Houston.
UConn and Creighton. UConn's ranked number 14.
Yeah, give me UConn. Give me Kemba Walker's old school.
Yeah. Defending national champions, UConn. Give me them. And then game of the week probably. I don't know, honestly. I don't know idea. But it's the last game we're going to talk about for NCAA men's. We have Auburn and Georgia. Auburn being number 1 in the country, and then Georgia being number 23.
Auburn.
Give me Auburn.
Give me the War Eagles.
Yep. War Eagle. Then we'll talk about NFL playoffs this next weekend. We have the divisional round. We have the Commanders at the Lions. Give me the Lions.
Lions.
Give me the Lions scoring 40 on the Commanders' bum asses.
Lions.
Hey.
Texans and Chiefs.
Chiefs probably going to win that one. Sadly.
Back,
but if the Texans win that one, I will celebrate for a week.
I mean, I don't even want any of those quarterbacks to win. I don't want Patrick Mahomes winning. I don't even want to cheer for CJ Stroud.
For CJ Stroud here, so
I'm gonna take the Chiefs, but man, I would not be mad if the Texans win.
I agree. Rams at Eagles.
Eagles.
Dude, I don't know. The Rams look tough in that Minnesota game. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams on a crazy upset.
Rams can't play in the cold.
And then probably the game of the week for the divisional round, we have the Ravens at Bills.
Oh man, that's gonna be tough.
Did both the MVPs playing against each other?
Yep.
Yeah. Defending MVP, and then
give me the Bills. Josh Allen's unstoppable right now. That dude's so good.
Last time they played the Ravens, they got stomped, and I think Josh Allen gets his get back and beats the Ravens. As much as I don't want to see both. I want to see those teams. I'd rather see those teams play in the AFC Championship game than play in a divisional round.
Yeah. Give me the Bills. I think the Bills have been playing lights out recently as of late, so Bills win that game.
Yep.
All right. Last thing of the week for our daily pick'ems, the national championship. Notre Dame, Ohio State, Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Who you got?
Give me Ohio State. Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson. They're going to have 320 yards between the two of them.
Oh, my God.
You know, Notre Dame, Ohio State. We saw this matchup last year, and Ohio State comes out on top of just having the whole thing about 10 players on the field. But you know what? The Avengers, it took them twice to beat Thanos. So I'm going to take the Fighting Irish to finally get over the hump of Ryan Day and Lou Holtz to beat the living shit out of Ryan Day in the parking lot.
All right.
Go Irish. Beat Ohio State.
Great pick. For me, everybody knows I'm going to pick Notre Dame. But Notre Dame is going to go out there. We're going to bring them to our game. We're going to suffocate the passing game. We're going to stop the run. Riley Leonard's going to get first downs with his legs and his arm. He's going to show him why he's one of the best quarterbacks in college football right now.
Get out of here with that
most
shit.
versatile athlete in the field. We got Jeremiah Love, who's going to show why he's one of the best backs in the country, and he's a sophomore.
Okay, that's a valid claim.
I think if Ohio State and Notre Dame play this game 10 times, Ohio State wins 9 times. But Notre Dame, not this game. We're gonna win, and we're gonna beat the dog shit out of Ohio State. So give me the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to absolutely dog shit kick the Ohio State Buckeyes. Go Irish!
Put your helmet on.
And what Lou Holtz said, this team ain't tough, not tough like my Irish. And Lou Holtz is gonna win in a 3rd round knockout against Ryan Day's Sharpie drawn beard. Go
Lou
Irish!
Holtz in a nursing home.
Lou Holtz is going to the game, dude. You see that? You see his tweet? Here, let me look at this real quick while I put my jersey on. I posted it on my Instagram story, and it's got Lou Holtz talking about Ryan Day. Lou Holtz tweets, if Notre Dame doesn't win, it's because we want to preserve Ryan Day's job. I was originally going to be at the game in spirit, but now I'll be dragging my body along as well. Go Irish.
Well, hopefully he's got a piss bag attached to him because that dude's going to be pissing himself.
Hey, Isaac, put your helmet on, bro.
Oh, you're right. Here we go. We are going to the Natty, bro.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Let's go, baby.
Hang him up, buddy. Hang him up. You just lost the Natty.
Notre Dame, win it for the Gipper. Win it for the Gipper, Notre Dame.
They going to be winning those exact unis? They're going to be wearing those exact unis, Isaac? Or what?
I don't know. Hopefully. I hope they wear their
Those unis and those same helmet that you're wearing right now?
The same face mask.
Helmet like this. They have a helmet like this. They need to get an upgrade.
They need to get some boosters, just give them a little bit more money.
The coach hates them if they wear this helmet. That's going to do it for us this week. Thank you for tuning in to our episode. We forgive everybody. We don't forgive.
We forgive you.
We apologize, everybody. To everybody.
We apologize for taking a bye week last week.
This helmet was suffocating my head. Sorry, boys. But
It's squeezing my head.
we apologize to everyone for missing an episode last week. We are back and we'll be on a more consistent schedule. And
Hey, every championship team needs a bye week. We just took ours last week.
yeah. So we will see you guys next episode. And remember, we don't know ball. You don't know ball. We all don't know ball. Go Irish. Beat the Buckeyes. Well, I gotta play a song for everybody to close out. Here you go. Not this one. Go Irish. Beat Buckeyes.
Jack Sawyer's your daddy.
No, the hell he's
Jack,
not. Go Irish.
just because he shares your name, Jack, doesn't mean he's a boss.
See you guys
He's
next
pretty
week.
good at football.
Go blue and go Irish.